Welcome, friends, to the Scrapbook, a creative writing podcast where we create stories organically from a few pieces of paper randomly selected from 3 different subjects: genre, setting, time period. I'm your host, Jody Pratt, with my fellow host, Patrick Wigfall. Let the story begin. Go ahead, brother.
All right, this is setting. Japan.
Okay. We'll have some Yakuza on our ass, boy.
Depends on the time period, dog. Because in this time period, we need to do better at the bags.
Yeah.
Time period. Let's see what we got. Well, if this is 1800s, it's a samurai story. Colonial times.
Okay. So what, 1600s? 17?
I don't know, but that's dope. That's leading in to be dope.
Yeah.
Let's see what else.
You know the samurai story, my boy? Still samurai.
We can do that. It just depends on what the genre is going to be.
What?
Thriller, baby.
Thriller? Oh, fuck yeah.
A Japanese thriller in colonial times?
Let's go.
Oh, shit.
All right.
When is colonial times?
As you say that, I pick up my phone at the same time.
Japan. Okay. Island, right? Nobody else around us. Oceans. Okay.
They traded.
They traded, but they're still to themselves, really. They're not it's hard to get citizenship there.
It is?
Yeah. They don't make it easy to just go over there and be like, I'm Japanese. Like, they're like, nah, you gotta go through a lot of hoops. And I think you have to live there for a certain amount of time, too.
Okay, this colonial period, or Japanese colonial rule, was 1910 to 1945.
Beautiful. We got guns.
We got guns.
We got buggies, we got shit you can drive around in. Are there still any lingering samurais at that time?
Of course, but I'm not going to have the last samurai.
Call him the first samurai. That's nice. So 19. Let's go with as old as we can go with it then, probably, right? 1910.
Yeah.
Because we already did one in the 40s, and that was when the occupation of Tibet. That was like in the 40s, right?
Yeah, 49.
Yeah. Okay, so it's a thriller, though.
What would you perceive as a thriller? What movies are a thriller to you? What?
Oh, like a thriller to me would be like... A thriller to me, honestly, is kind of like whatchamacallit that? Or the key peel, or the where he's
Get Out?
Get Out. That's thriller to me.
That is somewhat of a thriller.
That's what I when I see that movie, it doesn't scare me, but it like puts me on edge.
Yeah.
All right, so for a thriller, what if we went with where there's still what is their government like?
It's an empire.
What if it's an older guy tripping on people trying to assassinate him?
Who's it? What office does he hold?
He's the main guy. He's an emperor or whatever it might be.
He's an emperor of Japan.
Yeah, but he's positive that people are trying to kill him, and you play on that like his life is the thriller. Like, am I going to be killed? Is this bath really set for me, or is this poison in this water?
So he's just mentally unstable?
No, yeah, he's mentally unstable, but people are trying to kill him. So that could be it. Maybe float that out there.
Yeah, it's in the ether.
What do they do out there?
Well, these niggas were like at the time, they were like a Japan first kind of thing, you know what I mean? Where they were like, Japan's where life started type niggas.
Oh, they're like, this is where the world started.
Yeah, this is where the world started, this is where life started. The sun rises here.
Yeah.
Thing.
Beginning of the universe kind of thing. All right.
Exactly. Let's see.
What if the sun doesn't set? Or it doesn't come up?
They start killing niggas.
Because that is that whole shit, right? Their flag is the sun coming up, right?
Yeah. And this was like World War II Japan, so they had the they changed it.
Mm-hmm.
They changed it from what GSP wore, and they were just like, "That's racist, bro. You can't do that."
He was just like,
it killed a lot of people.
You can't whoop my ass though. So what you gonna do about it?
Yeah. I believe at this time they tried to take China too.
Apparently, for a small little island, they were just out here.
They were
throwing dick around like, hey, let's take over this place. I know they did it to not Korea, but what the fuck is Bobby Lee?
Whoa. Japan took control of Korea?
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking about, yeah.
Whoa, that's what I'm talking. Whoa,
that's what Bobby Lee's dad used to tell him. That like they boil people.
Fuck.
It was definitely Thriller.
Yeah, that's
the culture leans towards that with stories like that. You're like, okay, you can definitely do some. I want to go like disturbing thriller.
Yeah.
Like not like. I don't want kids to be able to watch it. You know what I mean?
Do you want like we're not making light of this. I'm not joking. But like an Anne Frank kind of thing?
Then it would have to be, because if it's in Japan, it'd have to be somebody coming to Japan and fucking them up.
Yeah.
Because in the Anne Frank thing, it's, Germans, I think, right?
Yeah.
Looking for Jews. So you would, and Jews were in Germany. So it was like, you were in their home country and they just sought you out.
What the fuck? In 1910, decline that phone call. In 1910, Korea was annexed by the Empire of Japan after years of war, intimidation, political. Damn. I don't know what the fuck that word is.
It's got a lot of syllables.
Yeah. That looks like machinations. Fuck it. The country would be considered a part of Japan until 1945 in order to establish control over its whatever the fuck. They waged an all-out war on Korean culture. You know who did say something to GSP?
Who?
Dong Young Kim. That's the nigga who said something.
He did?
Yeah.
What'd he say?
Don't wear that shit. Do not wear that, nigga. That's, you know who, damn, nigga, I did not know that. I knew Dong Young Kim said something to him, but I didn't know about the whole Korea was a Japanese colony for a while.
Yeah.
And then right after that, they split apart. What the fuck? You know what I mean? What kind of shit is that? Come on, dude.
What's a jin? Is that Japanese?
A jin?
Yeah. Is that Japanese?
No. Jin?
Yeah.
No, that's like a bad spirit.
No, but I'm saying that's Japanese though, right?
No, it's Arabic as well.
Okay. Let's make it a female killer.
Okay, bet. I like that. Or what if... Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
A male-dominated society.
Korean woman.
Landing on the shores of Japan.
Nearly 725,000 Korean workers were made to work in Japan and its other colonies. As World War II loomed, Japan forced hundreds of thousands of Korean women into life as comfort women, sexual slaves who served military brothels.
That's where it starts. Military brothel.
Yeah.
It's a woman killing all the fucking military people.
Yeah, all the Japanese military guys.
Ooh, that fell together really nice.
One at a time. One at a time. You know what I'm saying?
She should kind of torture them, yeah.
Yeah. But we're talking about thriller though. Like,
what if it centers around a young Japanese soldier who hasn't done any dirt yet, but goes to one of these things, brothels or whatever.
Falls in love with a Korean woman.
You don't have to fall in love.
Tries to free them and get them back to Korea. Hear me out. Tries to free them, get back to Korea, right? Mm-hmm. She don't love the nigga. She's like, bro, I want to go back to my home. Y'all put us in forced prostitution. You know what I mean? Sex slaves and shit. And he's a young nigga, and he tries to get her back to where the fuck she came from. Mm-hmm. And it's his journey, his fight to bring him back, because he's going to have to ultimately kill one of his own. So is a thriller? Is the thriller part more him trying to escape with them and people looking for him? Yes, that whole fucking escape part. We do a lot of escape shit. Yeah. What about? Okay, so they're in a brothel. What if somebody's beating a woman? He stops them. And accidentally kills him. He hides the body with the prostitute. And soldiers start coming looking for him. Mm. And they're like, where's Lieutenant Dan? And his boots just hanging out from underneath the sofa. And they're just like, I ain't seen him. He's not here. And then he's like, he was here. He frequents here often. Yeah. Often. We know. Where is he at? You were the attending officer. You brought him here. Mm-hmm. He's like, you went in with the woman, and so they start killing the women. So which woman? It's just like I don't. She was about tries to give some odd ass fucking. He's trying to save her, but she's sitting right there, like biting her lip, the bloody lip that he gave her. Right. And she's just like, I'm not gonna say shit. Because if they find out it's me, they're going to kill me anyways. Yeah. So he goes to the woman, right? Mm-hmm. They go to the woman. He's like, where the fuck? In Japanese, obviously. Yeah. And her in Korean just like, that nigga did it. Like, outs him automatically. Mm-hmm. But the guy doesn't understand him. She's pointing at him. Yeah. Saying he did it. Yeah, but he's just like, him? What about him? I know that he's here. Yeah. Who did this? And then she's just like, but, okay. No, because how did we get to that point of conversation when they don't speak the same language? How is he like? So, showing them pictures. Okay. Showing everybody pictures. Okay, it is 19 right? Something, so there's pictures. And then, like, they ask the head woman of the brothel, like, yo, you see me? And she's like, yeah, it was, she's going to obviously dime a nigga out. Yeah. Being the head of the whole brothel is going to be a Japanese woman. Mm-hmm. She's going to be like, yeah, it was her that serviced him. Exactly, that serviced him. And then she's like, yo, in Korean, that nigga was the last person to see him. Mm-hmm. I mean, he did it. Like, he's the reason why he's gone. But he's like, speak up, speak our tongue type shit. And then she, and then that's when he shoots her down. Right then and there. And then all the other women, I don't know. All the other women fucking are just like, oh shit.
What if? Okay. They're screaming back and forth. Nobody's understanding anybody. And then the officer is looking for the officer, shoots in the air, and it's just like, if I don't find them, people start dying.
Mm.
And first thing he does is shoot her in the face.
Yeah.
And then the thriller is him trying to find out who killed him, and he's having the dude walk with him through. And they're killing the woman as they go. But like he's like he's slowly starting to figure it out. He's like, none of these women are brave enough to do this. None of these women would kill a man. And he starts to like look at the officer and like, how did this go down without you hearing anything?
But all this beginning part into the middle, we don't scratch that we see him. We see that officer do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be the end. Of that guy filling it out. And he's just like, it was you. Flashback, that nigga strangling the fuck out of the guy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be the callback. And then that's how he figured.
Oh, so we kind of lead them on a runaround.
Yeah, suspense, thriller, mystery. Murder mystery.
So you can't kill her off. They both have to kind of be there towards the end.
Yeah. I mean, you can kill her off, and you think that that's like it. Now he's running around with his head cut off.
Mm-hmm.
Not knowing that the nigga that's helping him is the one who did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, go on. So he's going around trying to find this shit out.
Mm-hmm.
The nigga's an MP, detective, sleuth type of nigga. So he's trying to figure it out. And then
I'm trying to add the edge to where you feel uneasy, and that would make you uneasy is an unhinged man looking for a lieutenant that you know you killed.
Yeah.
That's gonna put you on edge. You're not gonna be able to be comfortable. Everything he says, you're gonna second guess and you're gonna overthink it.
Yeah. And where he goes into this lieutenant's files just to try to pinpoint where he frequents.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a serial abuser.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He often, these Korean women and these brothels, he often hurts or even kills.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
And being some kind of
figurehead.
He can just get away with that.
Yeah, but they write that shit down.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're just like, all right, now you're just killing all the fun.
Yeah.
You know, quote unquote. But, so he's like, oh, he's a serial abuser. So nobody would just get the drop on this nigga like that.
He's an angry guy.
Yeah.
Quick to temper. How could a woman have done this without making any mess?
Yeah.
And it starts being like the only way this could happen would be by another man.
Exactly. And no other men are. So he starts asking the dudes.
So is this dude, the officer looking for the dead guy, is he killing people?
Yeah, him himself is a ruthless motherfucker.
So he's not just a calm, like, okay, these women.
He's not a thought, I'm thinking it out all the way through type of guy. He's I'm going to ask questions first, but as soon as I get the wrong answer, I'm murdering the fuck out of you. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to.
He should have like a quirk. Something he does when he stops doing it, you die. Like something like he's toying with, and the second he stops that was the only thing keeping him.
Obviously, it's going to be a fucking coin, bro. It's going to be a coin that he's fucking...
What about a bullet?
What does he do with the bullet?
Just running into his fingers. I feel like it's like, you know how you have nervous energy sometimes and your knees just rocking?
Yeah.
And then when you stop that, it just turns into you, and you're just like, now I'm just nervous. I need it.
Yeah.
You need to get it out of you somehow.
Yeah.
He has that nervous energy, but it's like him containing that evil inside of him that can flip, and the second it flips, people start dying.
Because right about now, right about now, the battles in Midway in fucking on these Japanese islands and shit, they're happening.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just like, any day now, we're going to be fucking all out war, not just picking and choosing islands type shit. It's going to be a fucking. So he's just like, I'm going to be the first nigga to go.
Mm-hmm.
So, the first person to start you know what I mean? Or going to be called out there soon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing this shit is just wasting my time. Now you're just pissing me off with all this. And this is Lieutenant. We needed him to, you know what I'm saying?
That makes a lot more sense too. Is that he's like, I need him they're calling him.
Exactly.
That's why they're there. Is because he's being called to war.
Exactly.
And they're like, go find him in one of the brothels. Yeah. He's in one of these brothels. I guarantee you it. And then they go there and they talk to the head of the brothel, and she's like, her. She serviced him. The only one that services him.
Yeah.
He asked for her.
Mm-hmm.
Go to her. And the dude is with her when he walks up, like, he's like, hey, you come with me. And then he's walking with him. And then they walk into the room and she's like tied up already.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, hey. And he's like slaps on top of the head. He's like, shows a picture. And she's like, and he's like, where is he at? Where is he at? And then she's like, him. This guy. And he's like he takes it as an insult. Like, that's not what he looks like. I'm showing you a picture.
Or they walk into the room and the young nigga and her are together, right? And then that's why he thinks he's pointing at her like, you're done with him now. Where's he at?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So he thinks that they were just fucking.
Yeah, he was like, you're done with him. What can't you get through your fucking head, man?
And she's like, and he's like, I know you were just doing, I don't give a fuck what you're doing. Where is he at?
Yeah.
And she's just like, him. He killed the man.
Mm-hmm.
So, what if, the thrilling part could be that he brings in a translator. Or he finds somebody that can translate. And they're like, the translator is going to be here at this time. And so you kind of have like a time clock at that point.
Yeah.
So he's like, the second he gets here, she's going to be like, that man murdered him.
And then the young lady is just like, I can go get the interpreter. I can get the translator.
And he's like, no, I don't trust leaving this area. We're going to stay here and wait. I was like, he's like, I got a feeling that he's here. And if somebody did something, people die.
Every knock on the door, niggas just
flinching, and then that's it. And
a lot of them are just niggas just like, I'm here for Keo.
Yeah.
Like, what's up?
I'm just here for the bang. You know what I mean? And so every time, so they're sitting there waiting for this guy to get there. And the thriller part of it is that both of them are waiting for the execution.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't killed her yet.
Yeah.
He's hit her a few times, but nothing past that, just to get answers. And when he starts pointing at her, he's like, I'm not going to be able to do anything at this fucking brothel if nobody knows what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And so
the best part, this is only shot either a play or a screenplay or whatever the fuck. It's shot in one room. It all takes place in the room.
Ooh.
There's no moving out of that shit. So every piece of information, all that shit is in there. The body's under the bed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's like, yeah.
Then knocks at the door. That's the thriller part. That every time that door opens, you don't know if it's a fucking interpreter.
You don't know who it is.
Exactly. Or
it could just be a drunk dude coming in trying to, and he's like,
that's what it is.
And he's like,
that's all soldiers knocking on the door, and then just like, who are you? And then just like, I'm from private Kyoto.
The only time they show outside of the room is the lead up to getting in the room.
Okay.
And then after that, you're just in one room.
Yeah. The whole entire time.
And then and that's nice. So who gets got?
So no, let's keep working. Because I already know in my head how it's going to end. You know what I mean? So So through the whole entire thing, we don't know what the fuck who did it.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a whodunit thriller type shit.
Yeah, on some clue shit.
Yeah, exactly. So, and he was like, so he's trying to draw clues as to what in the fuck, and then every knock at the door is like we said, either the person or whatever, or the guy telling him like the commander's on the phone for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He needs blah blah blah. So he's not telling the commander that the lieutenant is missing because he's trying to save face for him if he's drunk somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he don't want to fuck up his bag or whatever.
Yeah, and on top of that, for an angry guy, he's like, I'm gonna have to deal with that.
Exactly, I'm gonna have to deal with it. He was like, bro, we're leaving at 0500, nigga, like, let's go.
And he's just like, I'm at a brothel looking for him.
And then when he leaves the room, the young nigga's talking to her like, hey, in Korean, because he knows he can speak that shit.
What if he's on the phone and they just like, kill yourself if you don't bring him? Don't show up to this war. On some like Japanese like honor shit, they're just like,
you're made to bring him in.
You have one job, you couldn't do it. Don't come back if you don't have him. Mm. And so he's at a 10. He's at a 10. And he's like,
or not even that much pressure on him, but he makes it out like that for himself. You know what I mean? He's just like, I got to, because I'm going to serve my country any fucking way possible.
Mm-hmm.
The next step to me knocking these Westerns the fuck out, you know what I mean, is getting this guy. This is my task. Mm-hmm. I'm going to do this task, period.
And so he's kind of like he's
a do-gooder, psycho-ass do-gooder.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's driven insane, but he's like, he has a mission, and he's like, if everybody has to be killed, I'm going to find this motherfucker in this brothel. Yeah. He's here, and I feel it.
Yeah.
Dedicated
as fuck. You know what I mean? So, and as well as he knows why he knows he's in a brothel, that lieutenant runs with a couple niggas that he entered the brothel with. And they make a little sex jokes like, you know what I mean, I'm a 2-pump dumper, you know what I mean? So is, you know what I mean, my nigga Quinoa. And you know what I mean, he likes to, you know, he's a bit of a, you know, sadist, you know, he's into that. It takes him a long time. I didn't see him leave though. We've been standing out here for the past 2 hours. We got our papers already. We just thought we had
to smoke a cigarette or something.
Yeah, we thought we had a little bit of fun before we leave.
So that's nice. So what I'm thinking is, the movie opens up with them driving there or something, right?
It opens up with that nigga in the room with the girl.
Ooh, it should open up with that nigga being pushed under a bed, and you don't see who's pushing his dead body under the bed.
Oh yeah. So you don't even know.
And then the movie opens with
a knock on the door. A knock on the fucking door of the brothel.
Yeah. So it clips out of that room, but like that gets you going in that sense of like every time a knock happens, you don't know if your death is on the other side of it.
Yeah, because it's just a hand. You know, you see just a hand. Yep. And then the door opens, well, and then it's just like, who are you? Like, and then he says who he is.
Yeah, and he's just like, I'm, you know, Colonel whatever, or Lieutenant whatever. I'm looking for Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah.
I hear he's been here. Have you seen him? The owner, I mean, she should be Japanese because then she would be the fucking interpreter. You wouldn't have to go far to get to her. If she's able to speak to these women.
No, I mean, you can just tell a motherfucker, you're here, you're this room, you're this room, without speaking.
Just yelling at him. Yeah. Like, you go there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then, so we're in the room. The young guy details himself to the do-gooder. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? As in, like, we don't know why the fuck he is, but he seems like he's a. So no. This is what we did have, huh? The young guy was found in the room with her when he opens the door.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you're done. It's just like, you're like,
and that's how the movie starts out, was with the knock.
Yeah.
And then they open the door and it's him like kind of sweaty with the t-shirt almost off.
Yeah.
And then her looking disheveled.
Yeah.
And so you assume it's fucking.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't know who killed him.
Exactly. It's just like, he wouldn't, you know what I mean? There wouldn't be a push under the body while they're fucking. That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
So, okay, bet. So what?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about the visuals.
Yeah.
The
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like real, like greens and fucking nice, the sunlight through the window. So boom, she should have dimed this nigga out the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's to the point where there's like the fifth nigga knocks on the door.
Mm-hmm.
He's just some random guy like, hey, I'm trying to.
And he's like, you're not here, officer.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck off. So it's just like, I gotta work her over now.
Mm-hmm.
So he started working her over.
But he can't because the dude never leaves the room.
Huh?
He like the boy that saved her or whatever.
No, the do-gooder is gonna work over that Korean woman.
Oh yeah. But she yeah. So when does it get scary for him?
For the young boy?
Yeah.
The whole time.
No, I mean like when is he worried about his life at a certain point?
Oh.
Because he's like, he sees it leaning towards the Korean woman who killed him. And so he's like, I could just be like, hey man, I don't know where he's at, but I know that I didn't do anything. And she's outright pointing at him.
Yeah. And it's, okay, so it starts to go to a point where he's working her over, right? Mm-hmm. And the guy's watching the shit, like turning his head, and then all of a sudden you hear under the bed move.
The nigga's not dead?
The nigga's not dead.
Oh, shit.
The nigga's not dead. No, okay, so we'll be like, he's starting to seize under there.
Oh, that's a good, like, later part of the movie, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they, like, wrap his head up and shit, and, like, or even try to, like, his clavicle, I mean, his esophagus is smashed or some shit. Mm-hmm. So he ended up suffocating right then and there. That's when he dies. When the under the bed start to move and shit, right? So, and then the do-gooder cocks back, ready to lace her with a hot one, and then under the bed starts to move. He's just like, so that's the nigga starts sweating. Fuck.
He's just like, oh my God, if he's alive, I'm dead.
Yeah.
He's going to be like, that man tried to kill me. Shoot him.
Exactly. So
and he's a head officer.
Yeah. Fuck
You're getting killed.
Yeah, you're getting killed, right? So the do-gooder is like creeping over, trying to find like what in the fuck?
You just hear shoes hitting
the heels
of the shoes
knocking against the
knocking as he's like seizing up
and shit, and that's when he's dying. You know what I mean? He lifts up the entire bed, right?
And he's still alive enough to look at him.
Yeah, right. And then he's like, what in the? And then the young nigga butt strokes cuz right in the back of the head. Bong, nigga, hold that.
And then it's a flip because now he wakes up tied up.
Yeah. And he was like, and then now the nigga's completely dead. Now his eyes are rolled on the back of his head.
And he now
foam coming out of his mouth and shit.
You killed one guy and now you tied up another. So you're digging yourself into a
Yeah, and he's just like, oh man, nigga, fuck.
Oh, there should be standing guards. Like two people outside of the brothel waiting for the dude to come back out.
Yeah.
And so that adds to the tension. It's like, fuck, I just hit this man and knocked him out. There's a dead dude under the fucking bed. Somebody's going to come looking for him in a few minutes.
Yeah.
And every so often you get that knock on the door and they're just like, they don't know what to do,
bro. So he goes, he ties the do-gooder up.
Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah. He ties.
No, Lieutenant Dan's dead.
He's dead. The do-gooder.
Okay.
So he ties him up right next to the Korean girl who's tied up.
Mm-hmm.
And he's sweating. He's like, damn, fuck. All right. No, the do-gooders. So the nigga in his head, he's like, there ain't no way out of this bitch, bro. So I gotta do something drastic. The nigga ties. When the do-gooder wakes up, he has no clothes on.
Mm-hmm.
As the young one's putting on his MP outfit.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'm gonna get out of this motherfucker. I'm gonna just, you know what I mean, tuck my head and walk out of this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Because they look at the stripes. And when you look at the stripes, you salute. You know what I mean? You look away type shit. So hopefully with these stripes, I can go on with the shit. And he leaves the Korean girl tied up and the lieutenant tied up. He fades away into obscurity. I don't know.
that you can run with that and say that. I'd say like with 15 minutes left and just destroy people's hearts. With 15 minutes left, he leaves them in the room, and he's trying to get out of the brothel.
Yeah.
In that, so you get the thriller of him trying to get out of the place, but there has to be something that he does to where it's still scary for the niggas that are trapped in that room.
What if he goes out? Hear me out. He goes out shooting niggas. He goes out shooting niggas, and that's what you hear in the background. You don't actually see him because from then when we enter the room, we never leave, right? Mm-hmm. So all you hear is pop, 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 like the niggas shooting his way out of the bitch. And then it ends maybe with them just tied up by each other, that's his admittance of guilt. Was the nigga hitting him in the back of the head with the
and that's all you get.
That's all you get.
They never admit to who did it, but the second you knock somebody the fuck out and then tie them up naked, you did it.
Yeah, exactly.
You did it.
Yeah, you know what I mean. That'd be a dope ass play.
Yeah.
That'd be a real nice play.
I like that one.
Yeah.
What if
alternate ending?
What if for the ending he walks out the captain?
Lieutenant Dan?
He walks out the dude that he butt stroked.
Oh.
What if he walks him out on some like, I got a gun in your back. Don't do shit. Like I'll blow your whole ass lower back out. Try me. I didn't want to be here. He led me here, and then he doesn't admit guilt, but he's like, I didn't even want to be here. And he's just like, I'm gonna leave though.
Or even he butt strokes him, right? Carries him out, and it's like they knocked the, you know what I mean? They knocked the MP down. They're killing us in there.
Yeah.
And they run up in there. Bah, 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 bah.
Oh. And that's the thriller part is that she's tied up hearing all of this going on.
Yeah.
And then
she's trying to kill. They're trying to kill us. They're trying to fucking kill us.
Fucking Koreans are trying to kill us.
And
it's easy to just throw that on them.
Exactly, bro. They killed Lieutenant Dan. They found his body under her bed. Let's go. And niggas walking.
And then just click. And then so you never see any of the death is what it is.
Yeah,
that's the beautiful part,
bro.
That's a thriller.
That's the best. And then it ends with him screaming that, like with the dude over his shoulder. But in reality, the nigga's obviously he's dead. Mm-hmm. He butt stroked him in the back of the head. You can die from that easily.
Yeah, especially if you're not attended to.
Exactly. So he carries the nigga out. He's like, they're killing us. That's all. That's what you hear in the background outside the door.
She hears that and she's just like, oh, I'm gonna be killed.
Yeah, and then all you hear is screaming women, gunshots, pop, 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 pop. Bitches screaming and shit like that.
Nice. Yeah, that works too.
Yeah, it does work, doesn't it?
And so, that's beautiful because the thriller is he did get out.
Yeah.
But he killed everybody for one bitch.
For what?
Because he could have just not done anything.
Yeah.
And all of them would have been alive.
He could have just let the guy have his You know what I mean? Whatever he's into.
Really aggressive fun.
Yeah. You know, made it happen, but...
Fuck, that's nice.
And he ended up turning into the nigga that he... You know.
Oh, and that should be like the drive away. He should never smoke cigarettes. Like, he should never smoke cigarettes. And the dude that he stole the outfit from that he killed has a pack of cigarettes or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he's driving away and he's become the man that he was fighting, you know, the whole time.
Yeah,
like, I'm literally in this nigga's clothes.
Yeah.
I became him. Yeah. Drive away smoking cigarettes.
But the alternate ending, he doesn't wear the other nigga's clothes.
The alternate ending when okay, yeah. The original is when he walks out.
Exactly, yeah.
That could be cool. And you know what you do? You play what is that Kid Cudi song? It's just Copernicus. It's just a beat.
Oh yeah.
And
isn't it off of his satellite flight song?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it sounds like something when you're driving away and you're realizing
I know exactly what the fuck
you're killing you sentenced to death easy 80 women.
Yeah. Easy, bro.
For you not being able to stop yourself from saving one.
Yeah. And you did it
with good intention.
Yeah.
And it ended the worst way.
It was lust though.
Yeah.
That drove you there. It wasn't good. You just thought she was just attractive and shit. You know. Man, that was more difficult than I thought. A lot of ums and ahs at the beginning, bro.
You know what it was? Is the Japan.
Yeah, you know, I was wanting Japan. I called for that.
Yeah, you put that out there. I did.
Yeah. But the thriller part, I think that kind of got me because I don't think I knew what a thriller was. I was like, Miles Jackson?
Yeah, I always had that problem with horror and fucking terror.
Yeah.
Like, I was just like, it's scary. But that's just a vague term to cast over a large variety of things. Horror is definitely a different thing than terror. Thriller is definitely a different thing than horror. And then we Rochambeau to see if it's a girl or it should be a boy.
Yeah,
the duality is the prostitute and the dude.
Yeah, and also they didn't let women into the military back then.
Yeah. So
what would be his name?
Lee, some shit like that.
Some shit like that. Private.
Oh, the dude that
the guy
that kills that's killed.
Yeah.
Like the first dude that's killed.
The main.
He should be called like
the protagonist.
I mean, he dies early though.
No. The
boy.
Private, yeah, the boy.
Oh, the boy should. Let's go with Lee, and then the lieutenant or the dude that comes looking for him. Call him Tao or something. I don't mean to upset anybody if I'm saying this shit, but that's all I got. Y'all are gonna say Tyrone. You're talking about a black dude, so let's be chill.
Jamarcus. Feel like that.
That baby cold, Jamarcus.
All right, bet, man. That shit was pretty fucking difficult.
Yeah, but it was nice though. That was one of the rounder things we've made where it wasn't so. It's got a lot of meat on that shit.
Yeah, and please turn this into a play. I would love to see this.
Yeah. Only Asian actors though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because honestly,
this is in Japan.
Yeah. Oh no, make them all black.
You got to be Korean or Japanese, really, because that's the two. That's the feud in it all.
Exactly.
Right there at that time.
I want to see Cambodian.
I want
to see the Japanese playing Japanese. And Korean
that
playing
was
Korean.
Nice. What do you call that?
Noise.
Red sun setting.
The
red sun setting.
The
red sun setting.
The Kyoto brothel.
Did they call it?
A night in. That's hard.
A night in.
Yeah.
A night in.
Yeah, my boy.
I like it.
Yeah. Hey, good work, brother. Good work. Thank you for joining us on the Scrapbook. If you want to expand on these stories or anything that we do, any of the stories, obviously, on any of the episodes, please do turn anything that we have into a screenplay. especially this one. I would really like to see this. Anybody out here in Sacramento want to do that? We will travel for anything that you guys want to create. Plays, actual plays, short stories. I think that this one will be really, really interesting. Please email us at the scrapbookpodcast@gmail.com. Our Instagram is coming soon. If not, it's already posted.
Well, the poster for the movie is a shoe outside of the bed, like from under the bed.
The boot, the boot.
Yeah,
the soldier boot.
It's just a fucked up bed, like 30% of a fucked up bed on the floor, and then you see like a shoe hanging out.
Yeah, bro. Any illustrators out there that just need an idea, please make any of these episodes into movie posters.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking fantastic.
I would love
we will
to see
post anything that you guys post, illustration-wise, I should say. We will post that shit on our Instagram. You know what I mean? We'll post that everywhere that we have social media. And then we would, yeah. Obviously, we'd post the episode, so we can't change the artwork for the podcast. But we would post this on our Instagram or wherever we have social media.
Yeah, for the header for our social media, we definitely put your poster.
Yeah, we'll put it on our story or whatever. We love you. Don't stop being creative. Peace.